Welcome. Today I'm joined by the new CEO of Hexatronic, Rikard Fröberg. Welcome.
Thank you, Fredrik.
You've been CEO for about 2 months now.
Exactly.
So could you give us a brief introduction of yourself and perhaps a hint of your plans for Hexatronic going forward?
Yeah, as you said, my name is Rikard Fröberg. I'm Swedish. I'm from Gothenburg originally, and I've lived abroad for a number of years, and now I'm back in Sweden and super excited about Hexatronic and the challenge ahead of us here. I think we have a solid strategy. So for me, it's about executing on that strategy and refining the plans. And if anything, there are a few areas maybe we want to accelerate a bit.
Okay, I see. So let's continue to the positive highlight in the quarter. It's the data center segment. Yes. Could you tell us what's driving the strong numbers and is it sustainable over time?
You know, it's really a good story because it is across the board. So it's pretty much all the units within that business area. It's also products as well as services. So we see a really strong trend there. I think the strong trend is sustainable. But perhaps at a slightly more subdued level going forward. Normally, the first quarter is always the strongest for the data center business.
I see. So let's move on to fiber solutions and the US market in particular. For many years, you've been outgrowing the market, but in this quarter and the last quarter, you had slightly negative growth, while most competitors had slightly positive growth, I would say, although they haven't really reported their Q1 reports yet. So could you tell us, why is that, do you think?
So there's a couple of things. What we report is the sold to the North America. So in last year, there's a fairly substantial shipment of submarine cable that didn't recur this year. So that's the bulk of the explanation year on year. And then also, some of our competitors that report, they bundle together the business that goes into data center, whereas we're more pure play. So if you add those to our numbers in North America, it would also show a slightly different picture.
Okay, I see. So let's continue with the US market. We have tariffs, higher interest rate, at least the long-term ones, but on the other hand, the BEAD program and also a need for digitalization in general. So what's the market outlook?
Yeah, it's an interesting situation right now. We are fundamentally and long-term, we are positive on that market. We think it's prime for continued growth. We are a small player today. We believe that we can continue to take market share based on our air-blown technology being superior to what's being used today in North America. The tariffs is a very big topic everywhere. I think it's important to remember that the direct impact on Hexatronic is rather limited. Less than 5% of our total sales would be subject to those tariffs. So I'm not so concerned about the tariffs, but the overall macro environment, the indirect effects is of course something that we look at, and the interest rates is something that will affect our customers quite a bit. A lot of our customers are funded through private equity, and of course they are a bit sensitive to interest rates. So that's something that we follow quite closely. What's the macroeconomic and development in the US, and the probability of a recession is I would say a slightly added level of uncertainty compared to 1 quarter ago.
I see. Sounds reasonable. And lastly, in the CEO letter, you mentioned some cost savings in the fiber solutions segment. Is that in addition to those you announced in late 2023, or what is it?
It's more of the same. It's what we call in Swedish, Fredrik, dagligt gnet. So it's everything. We're working hard on purchasing and reducing scrap in our factories, as well as thinking carefully about capacity investment and looking at under every stone, basically.
Okay, thank you very much, Rikard.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.